Hello, you're watching NewsX with me, Riya Dwivedi. Now let's begin at the top of the hour with some breaking news. In a single month, Meta's automated systems distributed fabricated videos of India's Prime Minister to millions of Indians, erased the livelihoods of legitimate business owners without explanation, ran paid advertisements for child sexual abuse material and blocked the Prime Minister's own announcement from Indian viewers. Meta has explained none of it, and during the Cockroach Janata Party protests that convulsed Delhi through July, fabricated AI videos of India's most senior leaders across Meta's platform spread, and one perpetrated show to Union Minister Piyush Goyal advocating violence against CJP supporters. Another appeared to show BJP MP Nishikant Dubey declaring that protesters would be denied government and private sector jobs with their families exposed to legal action as well, and both were fake AI manipulated fabrications confirmed as such by independent fact checkers and by the Press Information Bureau, which was debunked AI generated videos of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Piyush Goyal and attributed the campaign to Pakistani propaganda operation. Piyush Goyal has also filed a police complaint stating that his remarks outside Parliament had been maliciously altered using artificial intelligence. An FIR was also registered at Delhi's Chanakyapuri police station, and Delhi police said they identified and blocked more than 400 Pakistan-linked social media handles involved in what they described as a coordinated misinformation campaign built on AI-generated content and deepfakes. Now joining me on the telecast is my colleague Manohar Kesri. Manohar, what exactly you're getting to know in terms of these developments, the fact that a lot of AI-generated fake videos are circulating, and now we have seen Meta also has been involved in this. What exactly you're getting to know?
नजर आ रही है और कहा जा रहा है कि मीटा को कोई कुछ एक्शन लेना चाहिए। वही याद हुआ कि जब पीयूष गोयल का संसद भवन से मुद्दा पर उन्होंने जवाब कुछ और दिया था और उसका ऑडियो मॉक करके जो है सर्कुलेट किया गया था। ऐसी शुरू नहीं है कि FIR दर्ज किया कि जिन्होंने सर्कुलेट किया है उनके खिलाफ सख्त से एक्शन लेना चाहिए।
And Manohar, when we talk about the action that was taken, has Meta responded to any of these? The fact that even PM Modi is also involved in this as well, and they also blocked PM Modi's selfie video as well. So has there been any response from Meta as well?
बिल्कुल मेटा की ओर से भी एक्शन लिया गया वीडियो को डिलीट कर दिया।
And Manohar, when we talk about the actions that are being taken, what exactly when we talk about all the union minister, what exactly we're getting to know? All right, so what we're getting to know, in a single month, Meta's automated systems have distributed fabricated videos of Prime Minister Modi to billions of Indians and erased the livelihoods of legitimate business owners without explanation as well. Now, joining me on the telecast is my colleague Rumi Mishra. Rumi, what exactly is the action that has been taken by Meta? Has Meta responded to this? The fact that even Prime Minister Modi's video was also deleted and not shown to even the Indians as well, the selfie video which we're talking about.
Yes, Riya, it's a very shocking incident that has come up now. Prime Minister Modi's Facebook post, the video post that he's been giving out, sharing recently, we've seen all those videos One of such videos is on our screens as well right now. As you can see, PM Modi has been trying to reach out to the youth of India. He's trying to, connect to the youth of India. He's trying to speak to Indians and tell them what the government is planning. And that was the post that he shared as well. It was about how the cabinet decisions about the exam leaks and the paper leaks are going to be very strict, and that very strict action is going to be taken against perpetrators in these cases. But in fact, we can now see that this post has now been removed. It's just not available in India. The attached media, in fact, if we can just take a look at the screenshot from the update, the video that's on our screens, it was posted 4 days ago, and now this video is not available in India. It's the same video that Prime Minister Modi took of himself speaking to students, of saying that we'll be taking action, of telling the people that the government has taken cognizance of what's happening. The government is listening to the students who are protesting. The government is understanding what is happening in this whole scenario. And remember, after this video was posted, in fact, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan also resigned from his position, clearly, showing that the government is always ready for conversation and that the government is always going to be there for the students of India. So, Riya, this action from Meta, a company that in fact, is usually surrounded by controversies. In fact, we know that Zuckerberg is currently fighting a case about child pornography. We regularly see AI-generated content. We regularly see deepfakes and a lot of such content that is not actually acceptable, that can actually spread propaganda. We have seen, in fact, what role Facebook played in Myanmar and other countries as well, in inciting violence and bringing out disruptions in the countries. So Facebook holding back PM Modi's a video message that was directly addressing the students, that was always, it was obviously trying to calm the protests down. This video being pulled down by Meta is an action that's not just questionable, but it's also hypocritical, to say the least. Yes, Riya.
All right. Now joining me on the telecast is also Gautam Mukherjee. Gautam Mukherjee, what exactly is your perspective on this? The fact that the video that we're talking about garnered so many views and the Indians can't view it. The Meta has blocked that selfie video. Even the Indians can't see it, but people outside can see this video. What kind of use of AI is this? And there's no explanation that has been offered by Meta. The only thing that's written on this content is not, the attached media is not available, but there has been no reason that has been given for this. So what exactly is your take on this?
Well, I think for a start, they should be fined very heavily. This is obvious manipulation and anti-India propaganda being assisted by Meta. Meta should be put under scrutiny and fined. And after that, we'll see.
And Gautam Mukherjee, not just the fact that this concerned not just PM Modi, but other prominent union ministers and leaders as well. So why do you think that this is the case for India? How the fact that there are several videos, AI deepfake videos that are circulating online as well. Not just that this video was blocked, but several videos where there's AI alteration that we are seeing. In terms of this, what sort of safeguard should be initiated by these when we talk about these companies as well?
Well, the point is the American deep state, the CIA, Soros, and in cahoots with ISI, in cahoots with the Chinese intelligence, are working very hard to bring about a regime change in India. Now, this protest was meant to be the spearhead. It is the same formula that was used in Nepal, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka, and they were fairly confident, backed by various opposition parties such as Congress and AAP and to some extent SP that they were going to succeed. Now, Meta, being an American company, is part and parcel of this. Now that they're not succeeding, they are trying to stoke further controversy because they're not going to give up so easily.
And Gautam, what do you think? There are several questions that are being posed now. The fact that this is hypocritical, the fact that Mark Zuckerberg has been avoiding questions on the forceful implementation of AI as well, and now that what kind of authority does Meta have to implement something like that without verifying that they have blocked the video of the Prime Minister in itself, and also the fact that what kind of restrictions are these that it was blocked on Facebook, but the same implementation is not seen in Instagram, which is the same body, the same groups that fall under Meta.
The point about it is that they're in a panic because the game plan has gone wrong. That's why it's available on Instagram and not on Meta. They want some kind of fig leaf to say that this was based on this, that, and the other. But the fact is, we should point out each instance and fine it. As far as their morals and mores go, their hypocrisy and so on, we should take that as read because it's part of a campaign to destabilize India and remove this government.
All right, Gautam Mukherjee, stay on with me. I also have with me Majinder Singh Sirsa, Delhi Minister, joining me on the telecast. Majinder Singh Sirsa will be joining us shortly, is what I'm getting to know. But meanwhile, Gautam Mukherjee, another question from you is the fact that after this, what exactly should the next step be? When we have seen that Meta has blocked the video of PM Modi, in terms of your perspective, what should the next step be now?
It should be a fine, a massive fine. And let them explain.
All right, so that's what we're getting to know at this point of time. That we've seen that Meta has taken an action where they have blocked the video of Prime Minister Modi. We were talking about the famous selfie video, and there's been no explanation that has been provided by Meta in itself. The only thing that they have written is the fact that this attached media is not available. This is only applicable in India. It's not applicable to the viewers outside, the people who are watching it outside, but it's only applicable to in India. But there has been no logical explanation that has been given why exactly this video has been blocked. There's no what exactly the violations are that we're talking about. But now joining me on the telecast is KV Lakshman, political analyst. KV Lakshman, according to you, what exactly gives Meta this authority, the fact that they have blocked Prime Minister Modi's video, and there's a discrepancy in the fact that this video is available on Instagram, but it's not available on Facebook. What authority that Meta has to block this video? What kind of violations could this video have that they have chosen to do this, when it's hypocritical that we've seen Mark Zuckerberg has been forcing the use of AI. We've seen several AI altered videos online on Facebook, even on Instagram, that have been circulating, but they have instead taken, they've blocked the selfie video of Prime Minister Modi.
Good morning to you and all viewers. Now we are going to see increasing interference from with the use of new technology from these big global media players, and it is also the first time that any global media platform has blocked or prevented a video from the Prime Minister himself. It's pretty serious in that sense. Even just like you and me have total freedom to express our views in a democracy, and so does the Prime Minister. So if Meta has done this, the government seems to be on the right track in questioning it, not just question it, but also hold it accountable and go to the root cause of why it has done it.
All right. Now, also joining me on the telecast is Pavan Duggal, cyber expert, joining me on the telecast. Pavan Duggal, what do you think should the safeguards be implemented in terms of this? Since you're a cyber expert, what exactly is the reasoning behind this? Because Meta has not provided any explanation regarding this. It's double standards are being exposed. That Prime Minister Modi, on the one hand, we have seen Prime Minister Modi's selfie video, which was an address to all the nation, has been deleted and blocked on Facebook, but it's available on Instagram. But we continue to see these AI altered videos, the deepfakes on Facebook as well as on Instagram. So what exactly, as a cyber expert, is the reasoning that you when we talk about this? Do you think that there's some authority that even Meta has in terms of this?
Clearly, when Meta does these exercises, it needs to understand it is not a law unto its own self. It cannot go ahead and violate the law of the land under the Information Technology Act. The Meta is only an intermediary and is required to exercise due diligence while it discharges its obligations under the law under Section 79 of the IT Act. Now, when you go ahead and disable access of nobody less than the Prime Minister of the country for a message that he has to give to the entire youth community, it's not just a slip-up. It's also not just an AI-did exercise. It's a conscious decision taken, and if they've said that they have done it in pursuance of legal order, then the legal order must be examined. I would expect there'll be no such kind of legal order which is going to ask for blocking of the selfie video of the Prime Minister. Because blocking is a power that's given under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act. And that can be exercised in the interest of sovereignty, security, integrity of India, friendly relations with other nations, public order, decency, morality, or to prevent the commission of any cognizable offense. Well, the Prime Minister's account is not a suspicious account. It's not an account that's engaging in any criminal activity. So there's no question for you to go ahead and block that. And if you've done that inadvertently, you should have come up and rather than saying it's some legal issue, because if it's a legal order, then there must be some written order from the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. And if there's such an order, then it should be investigated as to what was the basis. I don't think any sane authority in the sane mind should ever pass this kind of an order directing the blocking of the video address of the Prime Minister. So obviously it's basically negligence at the fault of and at the end of Meta. That being so, Meta should be asked for appropriate clarification. The matter needs to be investigated. And if it's found that they have done it, even if their AI has done it, they can't say, look, my algorithm did it and I didn't know about it. The algorithm did it defense is no longer available to them. They have to be made accountable for this. And if they have not done it without exercise of due diligence, then they should be stripped of their statutory exemption from legal liability under Section 79(2)(c) of the Information Technology Act 2000. That's the legal position. Now it's up to the government how it wants to go ahead and investigate the entire issue.
And Pavan Duggal, another question from you is that what exactly, when we talk about these steps that are seeing, why is it that it's available on Instagram, but we've seen this selective moderation on Facebook? What exactly is the reasoning behind this? Because we've seen that Mark Zuckerberg has not replied to any of these. We've seen several AI videos or these child pornography videos that have been circulating, and yet this is something that has happened. So what are the safeguards that could take place? What should be the action that should be taken by the Indian government as well?
Really, this is an exercise where the ball is now in the court of Meta. Meta has to tell us why it's doing it, because if it's blocking it, it must be in pursuance of an order under Section 69A of the IT Act. If there's an order, then the order needs to be investigated. Who in the concerned governmental circles gave this an order? Because that order will be fallacious and will not have any legal basis of any kind whatsoever. Or if the order is there, whether it's been properly implemented or not. Most likely it appears to be a glitch at the side of Meta and their AI algorithms. And Meta can't get away with by saying, oh, my algorithm did it, I didn't know about it. Sorry. If the algorithm was invoked by you, you are responsible for the same. If you're responsible, you will have to face the legal consequences. And the best legal consequence given under the Information Technology Act 2000 is that that statutory exemption from legal liability can be stripped off. Once that happens, it's going to give a salutary kind of warning.
All right, Pawan, stay on with me. I also have with me Anila Singh, BJP national spokesperson, joining me on the telecast. Anila Singh, thank you so much for joining me on the telecast. Now, a pertinent question regarding this is, what, when we talk about Meta, what authority does Meta have to block the video of Prime Minister Modi, and the fact that this is not even moderation? We've seen Facebook has been flouting so many norms. We've seen several videos of the deepfake videos, AI generated videos, child pornography, and a lot of propaganda narrative that has been circulating on Facebook. But it chose to block a video that was an address to the nation. And it's something that has happened only on Facebook. It has not happened on Instagram, where we have seen the same video has a lot of views. So why does Meta has this authority to do something like this?
Ramdan to all, and you're absolutely correct that what authority Meta has. And the way AI generated fake videos have been spread throughout the protest time, and the way they have blocked the genuine videos, this shows the hidden agenda of the Meta. And why not the present government should ban Meta in our country? Our consumer in our country, Bharat, is humongous. It will be a great setback for the Meta if we ban Meta as a company here. There are different platforms on which Meta is working. And if we ban them, they are going to have huge business loss. So if they are not going to behave themselves, I'm pretty sure they have to answer a few questions which government is going to put across. And if they're not satisfied, I'm pretty sure that the government is going to take some strictest of action against this company. Why they are daring so much that they are spreading deep fake videos of our cabinet ministers or the people who stand with our nation, and they are blocking genuine videos and they are spreading all sort of nonsense videos. This shows that Meta is compromised, and I'm sure that they have to answer.
And Anila Singh, another question from you is, why do you think a foreign corporation has been permitted to do something like this?
The thing is, they know very well that in today's date, youth especially, I'll say people as general, but youth especially, they are hooked on social media, say Facebook, say Instagram, and they are taking advantage of it. They know that if anything will be done against these platforms, then definitely there will be sort of a protest, because in India we do not have any great platform on which social media activities can be done. But I will say that earlier also,
Anila Singh, I hate to interrupt you, but what we are getting to know is that now the video has been once it was restricted briefly, it has been restored now. So now what do you think about this brief restriction that happened? Why exactly for some time this was restricted, and now that it has been restored, what exactly do you think about that?
See, those who understand the culture of our Bharat, हम सम्मान में तो सर झुकाते हैं, पर आपके साथ नहीं है. At least Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Amit Shah ji, they know their job very well. आप हमें सोचोगे कि हम आपके सामने झुकेंगे, that we are not going to do. I'm sure that the right strings were pulled, right message was put across, and I think so further talks will be done to this Meta company that they have to behave themselves. Otherwise, they should be ready to face the repercussions.
All right, Anila, thank you so much. Yeah, go on. All right, Anila, thank you so much for joining me on the telecast. But now that we have seen that that video has been restored, but we saw a brief restriction of this video, the fact that this is an address to the nation, and also the fact that we've seen that a lot of videos on Facebook, we have seen abuse related ads. When we talk about child pornography, we've talked about AI generated deepfakes as well that have been circulating on Facebook as well. But what exactly does this mean? What authority does this give? What authority does Meta has in terms of this? So obviously, this is a major pertinent question that has been raised. Why was the message of Prime Minister Modi restricted? For when we talk about on Instagram, it was available, but on Facebook, we've seen that it was blocked briefly. It was restricted, and the only message that was seen was that this particular video is not available, and it's only applicable when you talk about India. It's available outside, but it's not applicable. It's only applicable in India, that it was briefly blocked. So obviously, that's the development we are getting to know at this point of time. All right, now joining me on the telecast is my colleague Rumi Mishra. Rumi, what exactly are you getting to know now that we know that this video has been restored, but this does not answer the question in itself, does it? That Meta went on to block the video of Prime Minister Modi. We've seen that this video has garnered a lot of views on Instagram. And this is obviously it's an address to the nation. It is not violating any norm, and yet it was blocked.
You know, this national address that the Prime Minister held on social media was widely being seen as something that the government was doing to be able to reach the youth of this country, the youth. You know, we saw the protests that were happening in Jantar Mantar. We saw the nationwide protests, in fact. And PM Modi was trying to let the people know that he is there, listening to the grievances of the public, listening to what the youth wants, and acting upon it. Now the video being blocked, of course, raises a lot of questions, especially considering that this explanation that Meta might give is that it was restricted pursuant to legal requirements under India's IT rules. But this, of course, immediately raises a very big question about who asked for it to be restricted and why that was. Why was this action taken? Especially, you know, once you look at what the video had a normal address. The video had, you know, just the Prime Minister speaking about speaking about the exam paper leak and how the government is going to take stringent actions against this paper leak. But yes, the only possibilities that seem to have come to the fore is that either Meta received a legal request that it has not publicly explained. You know, Meta has not given any public explanations as of yet. They have just, you know, they first restricted the video and now they have unrestricted it silently after saying what they actually did after realizing their mistakes perhaps. But yes, this wasn't, of course, publicly explained, nor was the system governing these, you know, censorships made public. So we don't know. But in fact, just the fact that Prime Minister's own video can face restrictions is something that should be scrutinized, that should be taken very seriously, and it also is very important to note whether Meta had any ulterior motives regarding this whole issue. Yes, Riya.
All right, Rumi, thank you so much for joining me on the telecast. But obviously,